Kevin Durant entered the summer of 2016 with the basketball world at his feet. The Oklahoma City Thunder superstar was set to test free agency for the first time in his illustrious career, just as an influx of new TV money was about to send the NBA's salary cap soaring. As that rising cap cleared a path for a number of unexpected suitors, the juggernaut Golden State Warriors loomed. What followed was the most stunning free agency partnership in NBA history. Durant hit the market as one of the best free agents ever. Through 9 seasons with the Thunder, one of which was spent in Seattle, Durant averaged roughly 27 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block on 48, 38, 88 shooting, earning 7 All-Star selections and 6 All-NBA honors in the process.
Johnson knocks that ball away. Time getting deep, KD way out. Track for 3, he's got it! He's got it! Thunder on the high side with 1.7 seconds remaining. Durant with 51 points.
He became the youngest player ever to record a 50-40-90 shooting season in 2013, won league MVP in 2014, and had finished top 5 in MVP voting in 6 of the previous 7 years. The only omission came in 2014-15, when he was limited to 27 games due to a Jones fracture in his right foot. Even with that 55-game absence, however, Durant missed an average of just 9 games per season over those first 9 years. Still a couple months away from his 28th birthday, Durant was squarely in his prime and was in the conversation for best player alive, along with LeBron James and Steph Curry. Though he had yet to win a championship, KD's Thunder were perennial contenders. In Durant's final 6 healthy seasons in OKC, the Thunder averaged 56 wins per 82 games, won 10 playoff series, made 4 appearances in the Western Conference Finals, and even made it all the way to the NBA Finals in 2012, falling in 5 games to LeBron's Heat. By the summer of 2016, however, it did feel like the Thunder might have missed their window. After losing in those 2012 finals, the team traded James Harden rather than paying him the full max and dealing with the sizable luxury tax implications that would have come with it. OKC still won a West Best 60 games in 2012-13, but a Russell Westbrook knee injury derailed the team's playoff hopes. A 59-win Thunder team lost to the eventual champion Spurs in the 2014 West Finals. Then in 2016, OKC blew a 3-1 series lead to Curry, Klay Thompson, and the record-breaking 73-win Warriors in the conference finals.
The Warriors do it by becoming only the 10th team out of 233 to win a best-of-7 series while trailing 3 games to 1.
A laundry list of postseason disappointments gave Thunder fans reason for concern as KD's free agency neared, but they were still seen as the favorites to retain his services as the 2016 offseason approached. They did have plenty of competition, however, as more teams than usual were flush with flexibility thanks to an unprecedented rise in the salary cap. A lucrative new TV deal between the NBA, ESPN, and Turner that had been reached in 2014 was set to kick in for the 2016-17 season, which would send league revenues skyrocketing. The cap jumped from $70 million in 2014-15 to $94.1 million in 2015-16, a 34.4% increase. The league proposed a gradual, smooth rise in the cap over the coming years to avoid one massive spike, but the Players Association rejected that idea, setting the stage for a free agency free-for-all that turned Timofey Mozgov into a $64 million player. Another consequence of that decision was that contenders and some already star-studded teams could still go big game hunting. Teams like those aforementioned 73-win Warriors. Due to the fact Curry had signed an extension before his superstar explosion, and while still plagued by questions surrounding his troublesome ankles, Golden State entered the 2016 offseason with the 2-time reigning MVP on the most team-friendly contract in NBA history. Couple that with the cap spike, and suddenly the Warriors, coming off 2 straight finals runs and the best regular season ever, were a chilling free agency threat for rivals to fear. They also had more offseason motivation than already dominant teams usually do. Just weeks after rallying back from down 3-1 in the West Finals, Golden State became the first team to blow a 3-1 series lead in the NBA Finals and had to watch LeBron, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love and company celebrate a historic championship at Oracle Arena. As has now become legend, Draymond Green, whose Game 5 suspension helped fuel Cleveland's epic comeback and Golden State's meltdown, is said to have called Durant from the Oracle parking lot immediately after Game 7, pitching KD on the idea of joining the Mighty Warriors.
No, we were on FaceTime actually when I was in the locker room, and we were just talking about the game. But who I did call that night on my way home was Bob Myers. Hey man, what do we have to do to get Kevin Durant? Because I know I took less money. When I signed my first $82 million contract, I took less than what I could have gotten so we could pay Kevin the max.
Though the Warriors were granted a meeting with Durant at his free agency headquarters in the Hamptons and brought Curry, Thompson, Green, and Andre Iguodala along for what was reportedly an impressive pitch, it was still tough for the NBA community at large to actually envision an all-time great still in his prime joining what was already a historically talented team. The idea of Durant joining the Warriors was terrifying, but it seemed almost too bad to be true. Surely if the Thunder couldn't retain him, Durant would join one of the lesser but still formidable teams that had been granted meetings, either the Celtics, Clippers, Spurs, or Heat. But we know what actually happened next, as Durant announced to the world he'd be joining the Warriors in a Players Tribune piece that has since become the template for a timeless meme. Aside from LeBron's infamous decision to join Miami in 2010, no athlete in North American sports history has been lambasted for a free agency decision like Durant was in the immediate aftermath of July 4th, 2016. Some Thunder fans made violent and deranged videos, while media and peers criticized KD for taking the easy way out. For those critics, nothing Durant and the Warriors would do together in the coming years would be worth a lick. In fairness to Durant though, he had been telling anyone who paid attention that his decision was always going to come down to basketball. And there was no better basketball decision to be made than joining forces with Curry and the Warriors, giving a stacked Golden State team the two stars who had won the last 3 MVP awards. Pro athletes are often criticized for prioritizing wealth, fame, and everything else that comes with their status over wins. Durant took less money than he could have made in Oklahoma City to join an already loaded team, where the 4-time scoring champion would accept somewhat of a decreased role in order to put himself in the best position to stack wins and championships. And wins and championships are exactly what followed, with a side of drama. Fueled by Durant, Curry, and what became known as the Hamptons 5 lineup that also included Thompson, Green, and Iguodala, the Warriors predictably ran roughshod over the competition. The Warriors coasted to 67 wins and the 3rd best net rating in league history in 2016-17, despite the fact KD missed a quarter of the season with a left knee injury. Then marched to the championship on a 16-1 playoff run that culminated in Durant's first of 2 straight Finals MVP awards.
Incredible opportunity. Durant for 3. It's good. Kevin Durant from downtown, and Golden State takes the lead. Kevin Durant way outside, delivers! Kevin Durant from downtown, it's a 6-point game. That's the same spot where he hit it in Game 3 last year.
KD and the 58-win Dubs repeated in 2018, then fell to Kawhi Leonard's Raptors in the 2019 Finals, with the Warriors limited by Durant's Achilles injury. Durant then left for Brooklyn in another seismic free agency move in the summer of 2019, but his 2016 decision left an indelible mark. For one, Durant took an all-time great team to another stratosphere. The Warriors were great without KD, but they were inevitable with him. In OKC, meanwhile, Durant's departure led to Russell Westbrook's triple-double fueled MVP season in 2016-17, and eventually to the Thunder's irrelevance. After a few more competitive seasons that featured the likes of Westbrook, Paul George, and even Chris Paul, OKC eventually opted for cellar dwelling and lottery luck. The franchise has still yet to win a playoff series since Durant left. In Cleveland, Cavs fans understandably believe they'd have 2 more championships and could brag of a 2016 to 2018 three-peat had Durant avoided the Bay Area. Which also leads to questions about how LeBron's biggest detractors might view him if he was 6-4 in his finals appearances rather than 4-6. Durant's legacy itself is tainted to those same detractors who want to see the legend win a title with less help than he had in Golden State. As for KD, whether he admits it or not, it does seem like he's still searching for the happiness and validation he sought when he first left OKC back in 2016. On a league-wide level, Durant's 2016 free agency decision and the Warriors' domination that followed already has people talking about cap smoothing in 2025, when the NBA's next media rights deal is expected to dwarf its 2014 pack. Whether that smoothing takes place or not, the league's next generation of superstars seeking greener pastures can take solace in the fact that, just like LeBron's 2010 decision normalized the practice of stars coming and going at their leisure, Durant has already laid the groundwork and taken the heat for any future superstar who wants to join an already established super team or juggernaut in the pursuit of wins and championships. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button.